Gentlemen, can you hear me? I'm gonna be showing up any moment. Give me a second. I'm on my way. Gentlemen, give me a second. You know what? I'm running a little bit late. Let's go on to it. I'm running a little bit late, just a tad bit late. Hey you guys, I'm running a little bit late, just a tad bit late. I'll be here any moment, just give me a second. Shit, what an intro. I fucked that one up big time. Hello everybody, welcome to the show. I'm fucking live out here. What's up everybody? How's everybody doing today? You know what? I was gonna start earlier. It's fucking lightning out here. Lightning, baby. Let me see who we have in the chat room. Melissa Villanueva, hello. Mookie, I see you, Mookie. Hit the thumbs up button, it does help out a bunch. Look, people are still working right now. A lot of people are still working. This isn't the best scenario right now. I have thunderstorm in back of me. Look, it's said that these thunderstorms kill people. Well, I might as well be dead. Let me just say, for all of you watching, welcome to the show. If this is your first time ever being here, every intro is different. Don't think this is going to be the same intro all the time. It depends on how I feel. Money Bird, thank you so much. He did say it's a vibe. Look, every stream, every time, every day, it is something different. And today, as you all know, we're going to be opening up one of these beautiful bottles. Of course, one of the only ones that nobody even talks about. Why? Because I love talking about stuff that nobody talks about. It's just me. But anyways, this is the beautiful, if you see here first, boom, it's dead center. We're going to be doing that now. And for the people watching, I want you all to know, enjoy this show. This show's for you. And I want you all to appreciate everything I do. Hopefully in the future, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully in the future, I could do a little bit better in the, when I have a little bit of thunderstorm in the back, it gets a little bit, how can I say, like if I'm in a gun range, but I'm literally in front of the range. You know what I mean? You shouldn't be in front of gunfire. But right now, you hear that? I definitely am. And the storm has been brewing for the last, hour. I said, is this going to be a good time for me to do it? I said, screw it. I'm doing it. I don't care what anybody says. But for the meantime, let me go around the room. Tim G, I see you, my man. Money Burner. Also, Melissa. Hello, Melissa. I see you. And Watch Nicholas. Hello, Watch Nicholas. Mookie. I see you, Mookie. Everybody that's here, I see each and every one of you. What you can do to help out. Okay, hit the thumbs up. It does help out a bunch. If you hit that thumbs up, a lot of you are not going to understand. Every time you hit a thumbs up, it's just, it shows YouTube that there's somebody going live, and it helps me out. And it automatically starts putting out my live stream out there for people that are just hanging out at home. And today we're going to be doing one of the more expensive bottles. I haven't done a live stream in the afternoon like this, so we might not have a lot of people showing up right now. Everybody usually shows up after 7 o'clock. I got a bunch of people showing up after 7 o'clock. But the problem is, people working, and I haven't live streamed in like a month. So YouTube, they're dropping me down just a little bit. But I'm at 100K views per month around there. That's good enough. So for the meantime, I want you guys to see what I'm going to be opening. I'm going to be opening this beautiful, beautiful bottle. And you know what? I can tell you it's expensive. It's beautiful. Everything you need to know is going to be right here on this show. And you know what? We're going to be talking about other things. There's a lot of other things I want to talk about. Because I don't just talk about whiskey. If I talk about whiskey all day long, you guys are gonna get bored. I'm gonna be bored. I can't talk about dinosaurs all day long. Who the hell talks about motorcycles all day? There has to be a time frame, okay, that you have to stop with the motorcycles. Can't be all day motorcycles. Gentlemen, if you're into women, can't be talking about women all day. Ladies, you all know ladies, ladies enjoy Christmas time. Christmas time could be talked about all year long, okay? You don't have to talk about it all in 1 hour or 2 hours. I don't want to hear it, but you get what I mean. I try to give you guys good stuff over here. A vote, man. Yes, please. Tim G, I see you, man. If you guys can, vote for me. It does help out a bunch. We're going to be popping this bottle. Now, this bottle is only 5,000. It's actually 5,900 bottles of this. I'm going to show you a little presentation of what we're going to be doing right now. For all of you, if this is your first time ever on this stream, just remember, I'm a wild, wild man, okay? I don't know what's going to come out of my mouth. This is not scripted. And for all of you wondering, all of these bottles I bought them, okay? The company reached out to me a long time ago, and I told them, no. There's nothing I cannot do by myself. I think there's a lot of companies that reach out to me. I think if I ever get a company that tells me anything when it comes to big money, that'll be in the future. But for right now, I think all the companies, they need all the money, all the revenue they need. They don't need a spokesman. They don't need a spokesman. I'm here to help you guys out to see whether or not this bottle is worth it. And obviously, as you all know, every Garrison Brothers that I buy is usually worth it. That's why I buy backup. A cowboy, I got backup. Any bottle that you see here, I have backup. Most of these are very expensive. But for the meantime, ladies and gentlemen, You know what? I want to talk about something. While I'm bringing up this, I'm going to bring something up here on the screen. While I talk about this, I want to show you guys a little bit of a beauty. Okay, beauty. Look at this. Look at this. Look at how beautiful. Can you guys repeat after me? Beautiful. Look at how beautiful the bottle looks online. Okay, so for all of you wondering, this is actually the bottle online. It is the most beautiful purple top, most classy, cool looking. I don't know if any of you know, but when it comes to bottles like this, hey, all the ladies want it, obviously, because it's a purple top. I think it's a beautiful bottle, and all in all, I just want you guys to know that today we're going to be doing this. And you know what? I want all of you to really understand that I can't see shit of my screen right now. I cannot see nothing of the screen. So if anybody is typing anything, I can't not see nothing. Let me try this again. Here we go. I see perfect. I see you guys. We have about 60 people watching. Thank you. Okay, so let me calm my nerves here because I do have thunderstorm in back of me. I kind of feel like how can I say this? Kind of feel like I'm in a tornado, but you guys don't know. Here in South Florida, it's crazy out here in South Florida. Let me tell you, crazy in South Florida. Edgar, hello Edgar, welcome to the show. Edgar's one of the wrenches. If anybody has wrenches out here, you're welcome to use it all you want. I make sure to give the wrenches to anybody that's always in the chat room. If you're in the chat room on the live stream, basically all the time that I see you send super chats, you say hi to everybody, you're cool, you'll end up getting a wrench if you are part of this. I'm trying to create a community for each and every one of you, and if I create something good, at the end of the day, you guys are all gonna come back and it's gonna be a good time for you guys. Edgar, good to see you, Edgar. But anyways, let me start off by saying that is going to be the bottle that we're going to be doing. You just saw it there first, ladies and gentlemen. Let me show it to you again, okay? This is the bottle that we're going to be doing today, okay? So let me start off by saying this bottle has to be one of the more beautiful bottles I've seen in a long time. I don't think there's another bottle out there as beautiful as this. This is, I mean, come on, man. Are you serious right now? Very, just look at that bottle. By the way, hello, Farm Kitty. Welcome, Farm Kitty. You know what? For the meantime, I'm gonna wait till some more people show up. Another thing I wanted to speak to you guys about before I pop this open. When it comes to Texas whiskey, there is a lot of whiskeys out there that people don't want to touch. And it's a hype thing. If people, I'm going to tell you this, we're all humans, but there's certain human beings out here in different communities. Fragrance community, I see you, fragrance community. Watch community, I see you, watch community. And also the whiskey community, obviously. Each one of these communities can get easily, hyped up by a certain brand, a certain label, a certain, person. They can hype them up to really stay away from a certain type of product. Easy, just like Bud Light. Look at Bud Light. Look at what happened to Bud Light. Horrible thing happened to them, but that was their fault, okay? That was their fault. Bud Light, are you serious right now? What are you doing? Look, if something's working, you don't change it. It's just straight up. It's just what it is. You just don't change it. So I think what Bud Light did was kind of stupid. But that just shows if something is working, don't change it. So I'm going to give you a little example of what certain people in the whiskey community call a hype up bottle. Let me see. As a matter of fact, I don't even have a hype bottle out here. Nah, I kind of do. I kind of have the Eagle Rare. I kind of have this one, the Eagle Rare 10. Is it a hype beast? Nah, you can't see it a hype beast because this is a really good bottle. But there's going to be a difference. Okay, this is Kentucky whiskey. Everybody wants Kentucky whiskey because it's made in Kentucky. Everybody knows about Kentucky whiskey because it's the homeland of bourbon. That's basically the homeland of bourbon. So when it comes to Kentucky compared to Texas whiskey, you're going to have a different type of note on your whiskey. Most of the time, you're going to have a more stronger, I'm not going to say harsh, but you're going to have a stronger grain come out, and you're going to have the corn really just pop out into Texas. And you're going to really get a little bit more spices here in Texas. With the Kentucky bourbon whiskey, you're going to get a more mellowed down whiskey, more calm down whiskey. When you drink this Kentucky straight whiskey, it's going to be more in the lines of, okay, I can taste this. It tastes nice. Tastes nice. It's just, people enjoy that. But then there's other people like me that enjoy, oh, god damn, this is crazy flavor. This is just insane. This is just everything that I'm wanting that is not Kentucky whiskey. So when it comes to Texas whiskey, that's exactly what it is. You get something that's a freaking bomb in your mouth. You get something that's just phenomenal. And you get just something that's different. And the best part about Texas whiskey is that they don't have to age their whiskeys for 15 years. They don't have to age it for 20 years. The reason why is because, as you all know, here in Florida, it is so freaking hot. In Florida. Texas. Jesus. Texas is as hot as Florida, or maybe even hotter. Okay, so what happens is the barrels where the whiskey, start developing, they develop a lot faster in a short amount of time. So 6 years for a whiskey like this, like the Cowboy, is going to be basically like a 12-year-old or maybe even a 14-year-old Kentucky straight bourbon whiskey. And you're just gonna taste it. You're gonna know. You're gonna be like, damn, this is thick. This is juicy. This is viscous. This is just mouth-watering. And the damn whiskey is only 6 years old, or 7, or sometimes even there's other brands that do a little bit shorter amount of time. I can tell you Iron Root. Iron Root is another brand in Texas. They do good stuff. But out of all of the ones in Texas, I can tell you I am not sponsored at all. There's no company in Texas that's going to get me on their bandwagon. I'm here to literally, I'm doing the freedom speech. What I'm doing here is I'm doing a little help for all of you so that you guys can save your money, or you can, buy something that's amazing. So let me put this aside. By the way, I just had Rona for like 5 days. I was sick for about 5 days. That's why many of you haven't seen me. My scent of the day, okay, is Zaharoff Triple X. That is what I'm wearing today. That's what I wore in the morning. I resprayed it in the afternoon. It's a beautiful fragrance. And the best part about this fragrance is you can get it at Zaharoff.com. And it's an amazing, amazing, amazing fragrance. Gentlemen, I can tell you, if you're into fragrances, there's a lot of, if you're into fragrances, there's a lot of good fragrances at Zaharoff.com. I have the whole line. But this over here, if I know that I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff, if I'm gonna be going in and out of different stores and stuff like that, and I just want to, I want to smell like myself. I don't want to smell like a different brand. I want to smell like myself. Give myself a little bit of a musky note on there. I'm still sick. I wear this. So let's see how today is gonna go. Because I have been sick for 5 days. Oh, man. What a beautiful fragrance. Okay, so let me see who we have here. We have a couple of people finally showing up. Good to see a couple other people showing up. I'm going to start when a lot of other people start showing up. I think we get a tally of a little bit more people. Hit the thumbs up. It does help out. So anyways, let's go back to what we're getting at. Let me see if I can put you guys on this slope here. Let me see, right here. Right over here. Okay, so here we go. This is going to be the Lady Bird that I'm going to be popping open right now. Now, I have two, obviously. I bought two. I always got to buy a backup. I'm gonna be popping this. I'm gonna see what what it says here. It says a couple things. Let's see together. Let me see if I click this. I think I clicked the wrong button. Here we go. Okay. It says here, Lady Bird. Now it is infused with a little bit of honey, and it's finished in cognac cask. I can say that I think they do a thing midway, but let me see if we can read a little bit of this. Okay, here we go. Master Distiller. What he does is he puts. Let me see if it says here officially. Okay, they put honey in there. And then let me see, what else did they do? French cognac cask for additional 3 years. And then they double finished master. Okay. Okay, so they basically, they age it for, let me see here. It says 3 and 2. I believe it's about 6 years that they do it. 6 years or 5. They're gonna, at the beginning, what they add is a little bit of honey. After that, they put it in French cognac casks for an additional 3 years, and that usually balances out, I guess, the sweetness. Because if not, it would be more like the other release that they have, which is pure honey. So let's see how this is gonna be. I think this is a beautiful bottle. I think it's a fabulous looking bottle. I'm going to see if we pop this open right now. I think we have enough people to pop this open. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to make sure I have 2 different glasses. Let me put this down. Sahara is an amazing fragrance. I'm going to put 2 of these. I'm going to use either this one, or I'm going to use the tumbler. Now, the tumbler, I can tell you, the tumbler is really good, especially if you have ice. I really recommend it if you have ice. I have a little bit of ice inside. I'm probably going to be putting that after. But for the meantime, I'm going to be using one of the Glencairns. So let me see which bottle I want to open, because both of them really nice bottles. But as a matter of fact, this one has more wax surrounding it. I don't know if you could see it. Let me put this down. There's 2 different bottles. One bottle actually has more wax than the other one. You see this one? This one it doesn't have the wax completely. Now, if you all don't know, they dip this in wax, and then that's how you get the design. So this one doesn't have complete wax. I think I'm going to open this one instead of this. I was going to open this one, but I just noticed that the whole damn thing is waxed. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this one over here. This is going to be my the backup to keep. And I'm actually going to be opening this bottle. For each and every one of you that just showed up, welcome to the show. I can't see much of the things here. Over here, Melissa says, couple things. Let me see if I can click this over here. Beautiful. I can't officially see. Hey, oh, okay. She's saying hey to everybody. Okay, so I'm gonna pop this open. I'm gonna see how this is. Let me start by opening this. Now, it does cool thing about this bottle is that it actually has a wax top, and then when you take it off, it's leather. So I'm gonna start taking this apart. It has leather. It's pretty damn cool. Okay, let me open this like that. Look at that. It has leather. Pretty cool. I don't know how they do that, but since it's an expensive bottle, I'm pretty sure they can do whatever they want. But leather, pretty cool. Okay, I think I have it. Let me pop it open now. Damn, that was a good pop. Holy shit, I could smell this. So, for all of you wondering how much this is, it's about $200 and something. And I think for what I'm smelling right now, I think it's pretty fucking up there. It's a good buy for what I just opened it. I even put it in my glass. But I just want you guys to know that this is not easily available. You have to really, well, all of you, if you all go to this store, you're going to have to go to a lot of stores to try to look for this. It's not easy to find. And if any of you are wondering, okay, if any of you are wondering where to get this, you're going to have to go online locally to see where you can find this. Now, the company didn't send this to me, so don't think any of that. And they're buying it at the store. You all saw on the short clip. Now, let's pour a little bit of whiskey. Damn. This thing's a beautiful pour. And also, it is a beautiful smell. I really smell it. Holy shit, this smells exciting. Let me see, where do I put this? Damn, I have so many things in my hand. Let me move this aside here. Man, this is okay. So this is gonna be what I'm gonna be drinking right now. Let me tell you, I can smell it. I can really smell the honey, and I barely even put that under my nose. It was only the bottle pop that I really heard. Crazy. So here we go. I'm gonna smell a little bit of this. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna let it sit. I should let it sit just a little bit. And I'm going to go around the room and see. Farm Kitty. Farm Kitty says over here, she says, I love Guadalupe. Guadalupe, if all of you don't know Guadalupe, this is Guadalupe. This is really, really good. Very amazing. There's different releases that they have. But I can tell you that, let me make sure I put this light brighter. I can tell you that every release that they do is pretty damn good. But usually the ones that are more expensive are probably the best ones, and the more richer ones, just like this one over here. So anyways, let me go straight. I think I should just go straight up into it, shouldn't I? Straight up into a scene to see if this is actually really, really good. I think so. Look. For all of you wondering, today's Thursday. This is live. We are live. People are going to rewatch this because they want to know, is this a buy? And I'm also going to be dropping a link. I forgot that I was going to drop the link in here. I will be dropping a link in here. Let me drop the link in here. Boom. Because I'm going to forget. If I forget to drop the link, it's no good if I don't drop the link, you know? So here we go. I'm going to drop the link just so that I remember. Okay, so let's go in here. Let's go in here and smell this out and see what I smell over here. I already smell the honey. Okay, I'll tell you this straight up. Very, very much. I don't even have my nose around it. I'm pretty excited to smell this because I just spent $200 and usually when you spend that much amount, or maybe $500, $400, you want to know what it's. I'm super excited right now. So let's see over here. Holy shit. Hey, I can tell you, this reminds me. This reminds me of. Wow. This kind of reminds me of the honeydew, but not too much of the honeydew, as in, like, not too much of the honey. It almost reminds me of, if I might not say, okay, there was a cowboy that had a lot of like a syrup smell to it. Almost like, how can I say it? Almost like, okay, you got the honey there, but almost like if it was a honey waffle. Like, you know one of those waffles that have like honey on it? Because I used to use honey on my waffles back in the days. Sometimes syrup wasn't for me. I would use honey on my waffles. So what brings me back to that, and I really like that smell. This is really, really nice. The smell, for all of you, it's nothing crazy, but it's insanely, it brings me back to those days that I was a little bit poor, and I had to freaking, I was a little bit poor, okay? I had to freaking eat some goddamn waffles with honey. And that brings me back to that. You also get that note of like, you have like a little grassy note on there. But I really like this. The smells nice. Okay, so let's go straight into the glass now. For all of you wondering, okay, this pour over here, it's 114 proof. Okay, what that means is, I'm gonna straight up tell you, if it's too strong for you, if you taste anything that you're not normally, not used to tasting, drop it down with a little bit of water, and that you should be good. So this is 114 proof bourbon whiskey that's finished in cognac cask, and they infuse it a little bit with honey. So I can tell you you do smell the honey. It just smells amazing. So I'm gonna go for the taste over here. This is the first. I think this is the first alcohol I've had in like 5 days. So we're going to see how we go with this. But I can tell you, it does smell amazing. And cheers to all of you that are watching. I know a lot of you are probably still at work. Actually, you guys should be getting out of work right now. It's 6 p.m. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the perfect time for me to finally sip on this. It's 6 p.m. So ladies and gentlemen, cheers to all of you. Cheers to each and every one of you. I hope this is a blast. I'm going to go for the first pour over here. Let's go. This reminds me so much of the cowboy. It's odd. It's very odd. No, it doesn't remind me like 100% of the cowboy. But the cowboy over here, it's a hell of a ride. You have this, oh my God, the finish is there. I still taste the finish. Now I'm gonna tell you exactly what I taste. I'm gonna tell you on the second. Look, the finish is still in my mouth. It is insane. I still taste it in my mouth. Usually, when it's a bad whiskey, and this is what I tell many of you. If you all have a whiskey that you buy, expensive whiskey, I still taste it. Holy shit! I still taste this in my mouth. If you buy an expensive whiskey, and the finish means like whatever, if it doesn't linger, you don't have the flavors lingering, and they're just gone, you're wasting your money. Okay, you're wasting your money completely. I still have it in my mouth, still lingering. Holy, and it's just all over my mouth. It's coating my mouth, and that was just one little snap of this. Really, really nice. Now, I'm officially going to tell you now what I taste. But the finish is long and strong. This is what you want in a whiskey that's expensive, a long finish. So for the cheap whiskeys, usually you drink a whiskey. I still have the finish in my mouth. When you drink a whiskey that's very cheap, you drink this, as soon as you drink it, that's it. You just have it for a couple seconds, and it's gone. You have it in your chest. That's all you feel in your chest because it's high proof bourbon whiskey. But when it comes to higher end whiskey, that is not what happens. Higher end whiskey usually lingers, and it lingers hard. And it just doesn't go away. You get it all over your mouth, just in your throat. You really taste it for a good amount of time. So, you know what? I'm going to go straight into this. I still have it lingering in my cheeks. Really, really nice. Really beautiful. Now I'm gonna go. You know what? This is what I'm gonna do because that one really hit me. You know what? I'm gonna tell you straight up. I'm pretty happy that I bought the second bottle. Okay, I'm pretty happy. Super happy that I bought the second bottle. Super happy. Now, let me tell you something right now, okay? I was sick for 5 days, so let's see if maybe the next time I try this is going to be different. But for right now, let's just go for this, okay? Let's go for this right now. Okay, are you ready? Oh, man, I am so excited now to go for my second pour. And after, I think I'm going to pour it into this with a little bit of ice. That's probably what I'm going to do after. So here we go. Okay, baby. Oh, man. Okay, you get the spices just lingering in my tongue. I can taste it. A little bit of spices. Get the chocolate. You get a little bit of like a dark chocolate note. You know the bitterness of a dark chocolate. You get a little bit of that. Very beautiful because it lingers. And I really like that. Almost like a fruit, like a cherry covered dark chocolate that just lingers. And not only that, it reminds me of pancakes. Not your McDonald's pancakes, but just regular pancakes that I actually put, instead of syrup, I put a little bit of honey on there. Because sometimes when you're sick of syrup, you use honey. I used to use that on my waffles, and I thought it was a beautiful thing. I think many people still do that now, I think, right? I think so. You do get the taste of the figs. Okay, most of all of these releases, you will get a little bit of fig on there. I do taste it. I can tell you have like a little bit of more of a fig note on there than the cherry at the end and the finish. And then also I can have the finish that just lingers. It's just on my cheeks right here. I still have the chocolatey note on my cheeks. I get the honey. The honey's really, really there. Really beautiful, the honey. It is not that honey that many of you, think, oh, this is the honey that you just lick once and it's gone. No, this honey is very nice. You can kind of still taste it, and it goes really well with these chocolate notes. Really, really like it a lot. I really, really like this. The long finish is something that's really impressive because I still taste it in my mouth. Very coating, very nice. Okay, for a $200+ whiskey, I think this is one of the best releases I have seen this year. The reason why is because not many people out there want to go around, experimenting. And this is an experiment that Garrison Brothers decided to do, and it's a beautiful experiment. This finish is fantastic, very, very exciting, very nice. I don't even have to go take another sip because I still have it lingering in my mouth. The cognac, I can kind of get the cognac in the back end, but not as much as many of you might think. The cognac, unless you drink cognac all the time, you're not gonna be like, oh Jesus, I can taste the cognac. You can't really pick it out. You can pick it out at the end of cognac. Okay, the cognac you can kind of pick out at the end just a little bit, but it's just beautiful how it combines beautifully together. Everything, every little note you get here. I'm gonna go again with this. This is really, really nice. I think I need to get a third bottle. That is fantastic. I think that is one of the most beautiful releases that Garrison Brothers has ever done. This is beyond. I think many people that are Kentucky bourbon whiskey fans, you want something different. This is something different that you're probably going to enjoy. Now, I haven't dropped a little bit of water. I usually drop water into my whiskey to see if it changes. But I'm actually scared to drop water in this whiskey because it's so perfect. It's really, really nice. Really nice. For all of you wondering, Godiva has a chocolate. If anybody doesn't know what Godiva is a chocolate company that puts out different chocolates around the world. Godiva is one of the higher end chocolates that you usually see in the malls. Well, I usually see in the malls. the dark chocolate with the cherry. There's one that a lot of people used to buy. It reminds me that this reminds me of that. You have a little bit of that with a little bit of honey in there. Okay, honey and a little bit of like almost pancake type taste. Really, really nice. My mouth is just watering, and obviously you do get that fig note, that obvious fig that you usually get in most of these releases. It's almost like a plum fig note on there. Really nice. I'm gonna go for it again before I drop a little bit of water. Man, this is fabulous. This is just ridiculous. I don't think you guys understand. Okay, ladies. Okay, you ladies would really enjoy this one. Okay, there's a lot of women that are scared of Texas whiskey because Texas whiskey, it's a lot of heat. It's a lot of heat. But I think they did this just to show that they can make something fabulous. And for what Garrison Brothers just did with this, it's called the Ladybird edition of Garrison Brothers. This Ladybird over here, it is beautiful. It is just marvelous. I don't need to put no ice. I don't need to put no water. I really enjoy those notes. I still taste it in my mouth. Like you hear my mouth padding. It's because I feel it. I feel it in my mouth. It wants me to go for another dram. It wants me to really take another pour out of this. It is really beautiful, really nice. Now, if you're not into figs, you're not into pancakes, if you're not into honey, if you're not into cognac, if you're not into anything that I mentioned, okay, anything that I mentioned there, I wouldn't get this, obviously, but at the end of the day, we're literally in a whiskey market right now that there's not many people that do this. Okay, there's nobody that does this. Nobody. This is literally probably the only whiskey in the whole world that has this distinct taste. You guys are probably wondering, no, there has to be another. No, there isn't. As a matter of fact, this is the only whiskey that is like this. Okay, in the world, bourbon whiskey can only be made here in America. Okay, you can't make it in New York. You can't make it in Canada. You can't make it anywhere unless it's here in America. Okay, you can't make it in goddamn Germany, Italy. You can't make it anywhere but here in America. So this is the most distinct bourbon whiskey that you can find that has honey in it and that has almost those notes at all that I just said. This is just very, very nice. Really, really enjoy this one. And you know what? Just for the hell of it, I will be pouring a little bit of water in here. I got to pour a little bit of water. I really do. I have to see what happens. But I'm just worried that the finish is just going to be gone. And if the finish is gone, ladies and gentlemen, what's the point? I'm going to put just a little bit. I'm not going to even put a lot because I don't want to ruin it. But I can tell you, you know what? I want to put some ice on this. I do want to put some ice and see what it is. I'm probably going to put it in a tumbler, and I'm going to pour a lot. So bear with me, okay? I'm going to, right now, I'm going to drink this right now with a little bit of water and see how this is. But for the meantime, I want you guys to know I'm not sponsored, and Garrison Brothers, thank you all for your help on Instagram. You did repost my stuff, and you help me out every now and then whenever I do things. I appreciate you guys. I'm sending you back the favor. I think this is for anybody that watches, anybody that enjoys whiskey. You know, we talk about fragrances here, we talk about other things here too, but this is just. Man, this is a goddamn. This is what Jesus made for the people in Texas. Okay, this is what this is not. I don't even know what to say. This is just amazing. Are you serious? Nah, man. This not. Oh. Look, let me tell you guys. I just put a little water. This changed completely. That spicy and almost bitterness that I got from almost that chocolate, the dark chocolate. If you don't like dark chocolate, you add a little bit of water. You just add just a little bit of water. And that dark chocolate is completely vanished. You don't get that bitterness. But the only bad thing is that the finish isn't as strong as it would be. I have a finish, but it's just not as strong as before. This is really, really good. Now, I was sick. So let's see how... I was sick. So let's see how this is actually going to affect me. I don't think it's going to affect me much. I think I'm going to put this... I'm going to put this tumbler right here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little bit of ice. I'm going to drink it with ice. I'm going to pour myself more. But for the meantime, let me finish this over here. Man. This is something. Wow, this is I'm just so surprised. I was thinking it's gonna have something else was gonna happen when I drink this. I thought for sure I'm gonna have a lot more honey than I'm usually used to. I can tell you the honeydew that I have from Garrison Brothers, gone. Okay, it's empty bottle. But I can tell you the honeydew, it's more honey, and I don't tend to recommend many people the honeydew as much. If it's summertime and the honeydew is beautiful, you can have it on ice, but you're just gonna have honey. Now to know that this isn't just honey, it's a lot of other has a lot of other characteristics on there. I think that's what blew me away. I was worried when I bought the second bottle. I said, man, if this is going to be like the honeydew, I'm screwed. Because I don't officially want to show you guys the honeydew as much. Because I think it's something that many of you ladies would enjoy, the honeydew. But for us men, I think most of us that watch my channel, most of us men here, I think we have 14% women that watch my channel and the rest are men. Most of you men would enjoy the honeydew. So I can't show you a product that I feel you men wouldn't like. But I enjoy the honeydew in summertime only. Only summertime. With ice. But you only get honey. Now this, I thought was going to be kind of like that. But it's not. It's beautiful. It's fucking nice. Look at that. It's just, look at, it's so, usually there's usually no, like, I don't even know, look, I'm blown away. This is the first time I drink this. I'm blown away. I knew it was going to be fantastic. I'm just so blown away from this that I'm going to have to step back and get some ice, and I'm going to pour myself a little bit here. That's what I'm gonna have to do. I'm gonna have to step back and literally pour myself a little bit. This is what I'm gonna do, ladies and gentlemen. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna keep this on the screen for all of you guys to see. Okay, I'm gonna keep this on the screen for all of you to see, and I'm gonna go get some ice. And by the way, there's the link if anybody wants to hop on. It's only for the wrenches. It's only for Money Burner. Anybody that has a wrench, welcome to hop on. I'm going to get some ice, and I will pour myself a little bit more as soon as I come back. All right, I'm back. Man, it's unbelievable. I cannot believe it. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I'm back. Look, I just cannot believe what I just drank. It is so good that one of my buddies, they told me, they go, hey man, I bought 4 of these bottles and you need to get yourself as many as you can. I go, yeah, I want to do that. I only bought 2 because it's $400 and something. And now I'm starting to regret not buying the 3rd bottle. He said that he drank a whole bottle with him and his friends. He said it was fabulous. So mind you, he had how many bottles? He said he bought 4 bottles of these Garrison brothers. And he has 3 now. Let's pour a little bit of ice, ladies and gentlemen, on the tumbler. Okay, here are the beautiful tumbler over here. Fuck's sakes. Here we go. Okay, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pour. I put a good amount of ice. Maybe I should put less. Yeah, because this is a beautiful drink, man. I'm not gonna screw with it too much. I'm just gonna put like 2 little pebbles on here. This is fabulous. And I started thinking, I'm like, you know what? I still have it lingering in my mouth. It reminds me completely of you know what, Melissa? If Melissa's here, if she's listening, let me see if Melissa's here. Okay, Melissa, where's she at? Okay, hello, Melissa. Melissa, this is a whiskey for you because I know you like waffles. This reminds me, okay, Melissa, this reminds me of like a waffle with honey. And it's just so beautiful. I really, really enjoy this. So, Melissa, if you're watching, get yourself one of these. Go on, with a website. And try to find one locally. It's going to run you $200 and something, but it's really, really worth it. And, you can share with your husband. You can share with family. This is really, really good. And the most beautiful thing about this is that this is obviously, okay, this is obviously a purple top. Okay, a purple top. You know what purple means? Purple's royalty. Okay, if anybody doesn't understand, it's not a woman color. No, it's royalty. Okay, when I need to wear a certain color, it's purple, and I think purple is a beautiful color. Do I wear all, shirt pants? No. But what I'm trying to say is purple is a royalty color. That's a color of royalty. And I think this bottle, the way they did it for the Ladybird, which, as you see here on the screen, is just beautiful, man. Are you serious right now? Look at this. Beautiful. Also, another cool thing, ladies and gentlemen too, it does come with a pack of seeds. You can plant those seeds, and and then they're wildflower seeds. And it's beautiful. It's beautiful that they do that. So ladies, I think this is probably one of the nicer releases for you all. And gentlemen, take note. You're not going to be less of a man by getting this. You're not going to be. It's a beautiful thing. So now, I'm finally going to pour this on two eyes. Let's see how this is. Let me pour this. Man, it's so good by itself, but with ice, I gotta see. Let's pour a little bit, okay? Let's do it together. God damn. That's a healthy pour right there. That's a beautiful, healthy pour. Let me put this aside over here. Just beautiful, man. Really, really beautiful. Look, for all of you Kentucky whiskey lovers out there, okay? Just because this is Texas doesn't mean anything, okay? There's different beautiful whiskeys out there, okay? There's people that make whiskeys in goddamn Ireland, for God's sakes. Okay, there's people over there that do all type of whiskeys, but bourbon whiskey here in America is one of the best, and we enjoy our bourbon whiskeys. So for all of you, cheers, okay? Cheers to all of you. Okay, I'm gonna sip on this and see how it tastes like with a little bit of ice. I still think it's gonna be amazing, but let's see. I already drank a little bit. I already poured myself some in the Glencairn, emptied that out beautifully. Really like it with no water. I enjoy it more with no water and no ice, I think. But we're going to see. Damn, still smells good. Let me see how this is. Cheers to all of you. Oh, I don't even know what to say anymore. I don't know what to say. Look, all three, if you drink it neat, it's amazing. I personally think, this way it's really, really refreshing, really beautiful. I don't even know what to say. They're just all amazing. Now, let me taste this one more time and tell you if I can really get all the notes that I first did when I had it neat. And possibly I'm not going to get them all. But let me see over here. Smelling it, just forget about that. I can tell you that now, with the ice, I get more of the honey. I really get a lot of the honey now with the ice. Okay, the chocolate note is completely toned down just a little bit. And I still have that almost that waffle, like the honey waffle taste. Maybe because mentally I know that when I was younger, I used to do that when I was poor. Now, I'm not going to say officially poor. Should we say something else? When I would have anything to eat in the morning, whatever, a waffle with a little bit of honey instead of syrup, honey would be the damn thing. And I kind of still taste that on here. I think it's beautiful. The finish is still there, still lingering. Cognac. Now with the ice, I get that cognac finish. I really do. 100%. I get it more now than when I had it neat. Yes, I completely get it more now with the ice. I can really taste it more. That cognac finish. For all of you that really enjoy cognac, I would tell you try it out with ice more than having it neat. If you really, really enjoy cognac, have it with ice. I think I like it, I don't know, both ways. But personally, I don't think I'm ever going to go doing this ice again or with water. I think from now on, I'm only going to drink this by itself, neat, in a tumbler, or in a Glencairn. This lady bird is just phenomenal. Just, I think 5 out of 5, 10 out of 10. Now, every release that they have done, I'm going to give you a good example. This one over here, Guadalupe. Hey, I think the best. Okay, this is the best. I'm straight up telling you, forget about Basil Hayden, forget about all the other brands. This is probably the best port cask finished bourbon whiskey here in America. Okay, you hear it here first. This is the best port cask finished whiskey, bourbon whiskey here in America, the Guadalupe. Very hard to find. Thankfully, I have a lot of bottles. Now, I can tell you that obviously this one over here, a little bit different. If you're into something a lot different, you could try this out. This is one of their other releases. Very nice. But if you're not into chocolate, I don't think I would get. If you're not into chocolate, I wouldn't try to get this. But I think it's still beautiful. Now, the Cowboy, if you want the best of the distillery, the Cowboy is the best of the distillery. It's their top, most sought out bottle. Every year they release this Cowboy. It comes in a box. I think you see it over here. It's in the corner. It comes in a box, and it usually costs like from $300 to $500. And you probably can't find it lower because unless you get it at the distillery itself, or if you find it, you can easily find it for I think maybe close to $300, but it's really, really good. And personally, this one, I can't have this every day. Okay, this cowboy, it is rich, it is strong, it is everything a Texas bourbon whiskey should be. This is literally the pinnacle of the Texas whiskey. There's no other Texas whiskey that shows its true colors just like this. This is like the Gladiator. Well, this is the Zeus of Zeus. Okay, this is the Poseidon of the Poseidon. This is the god of all Texas. Okay, the cowboy. Now, if you're into Texas whiskey and you haven't tried the cowboy, I would tell you to get it. But be cautious when you try this out. This is very strong. Usually, if I want to go to sleep, I drink a good amount of this, and I'm knocked out. Like, I'm sleeping after a meal, after I have a little bit of barbecue. But ladies and gentlemen, let me see how this tastes like. The ice finally melted. Let me see. This is just, you can't ruin this whiskey. I'm trying my best to ruin this whiskey, and there's no possible way I can ruin this whiskey. It is beyond me. I have tried everything. I threw water in the daps of water. I threw a little bit of ice in there. I tried my best to ruin this whiskey. There's no way you can ruin this whiskey. It is phenomenal. And I am loving this so much. I'm going to go around the room and see what a couple of you are saying. Hello, everybody. Welcome. By the way, welcome, Rhino. Also, Terry Smiles. I see you. And Farm Kitty, I do see you. But I have to be in the moment. This is one of these moments, ladies and gentlemen, that you never see me opening up a bottle in front of you. I usually always open it up already, or already had it opened. I just don't care to show it to you guys, because if I show you a short video, I tell you it's good, you best believe that it's good. There's no other way around it. But this is fabulous. I'm going to take another sip out of this. Really, really good. This is so good. There's no person in the world that cannot like this. And if there's a person that says that they don't like this, you should just unfriend them, okay? They got Facebook, unsubscribe or unfriend. I don't have Facebook. You know what I'm talking about. This is really, really good. Wow, this is nice. Now, I can't imagine this being in a cocktail. This is just, if you're going to put this in a cocktail, I would suggest you, okay, don't put this in a cocktail. Use the Honeydew. Garrison Brothers. Garrison Brothers has one that's called the Honeydew. Now, I don't want to show you my Honeydew. It's empty. Don't need to show you that. Might buy another one. But I don't tend to show you guys Honeydew because you guys are gonna see me. I don't want you guys to see me drinking it and then automatically think that it's a drink that you can buy and say it's amazing. It's not one of those. The Honeydew Garrison Brothers is not one of those whiskeys that you can buy off the shelves and say, holy shit, this is so good. You can't say that, okay? I can't say that myself, okay? I got to the point that, you know what? I realized every bottle is different. I realize, it comes to fragrances too. I think fragrance community has to know this too. Okay, fragrance community. Let me talk to the fragrance community a little bit. So today, I'm wearing this. I spoke about this earlier. The Triple X from Zaharoff, okay? For the fragrance community, you have to know each bottle that you have has a specific time frame that you have to wear it, a specific day, a specific vibe, a specific event. You have to know every fragrance that you have has a different wear and tear, a different performance. So when it comes to whiskey, it's the same thing goes. The Honeydew, which I don't have in front of me because I'm not here to sponsor a whiskey that I feel that shouldn't be in the pour. You know what I mean? I try to show you guys the best of the best. The Honeydew is one of those whiskeys that you can have in summertime with friends with ice. Okay, the Honeydew is a beautiful bottle. It has a yellow top. I should get it for you, shouldn't I? I should just go inside and get you the empty bottle, but I'm not gonna do that because it just it destroys my dignity. But it's a bottle that you can have in summertime, and I think certain days in summertime it's really, really hot with a little bit of ice. And also, you can also pour it in your cocktail. That's the most beautiful thing about the honeydew, is that the honeydew, it has a certain amount of, like, super strong amount of honey that you can put in your cocktail, and you can still taste it in your cocktail, so the cocktail would be amazing. But fragrance community, okay, every fragrance that you wear has to have a certain, I'm telling you right now, every fragrance that you wear has to have a certain time that you wear it. Okay, just like today, I decided to wear Triple X. I could have wore all my expensive ones if I wanted to, but I said, you know what? Today is like one of the first days that I walk out of the house, go to the stores, and do my errands and buy my food, have some steak that I'm going to be cooking. I had to do some errands, but I knew that I just came out of this Rona. I just had the Rona for 5 days. I said to myself, God damn, there's one thing I know, and one thing I know about this fragrance. I'm not going to wear anything but this fragrance. I want to be able to smell myself. I want to be able to, because I'm going to have a little bit of, I'm going to perspire a little bit because I'm probably still just a tad bit sick. I want to have my own musk that comes out of my skin, and I want to add it with a good fragrance that is a musk fragrance. That it's just, how can I say, it's just everything. This doesn't even have citrus. This is just an animalic fragrance. This is a fragrance that's going to get people wondering, who is this animal? So I wanted to wear this today, and I'm wearing it today. Damn. The opening is amazing. Makes me feel like a man. It just makes me feel like the most alpha male. I mean, look, ladies and gentlemen, I'm straight up saying, okay? I am the alpha and omega. I am. But I can tell you, with this, it's just a whole new ball game. I just have a good feeling. So I wore it today, and I said I'm just gonna keep it. I'm gonna keep it on for a good amount of time. I resprayed it in the afternoon, and I'm still wearing it. Really, really enjoy it. Know your fragrances, ladies and gentlemen. Know your fragrances, just like your whiskey. Know your whiskey. All in all, this is a fabulous release. Really love this one. If you see this one, buy this. The Lady Bird from Garrison Brothers. It's $200. Okay, with tax, a little bit more. But I can tell you, it is a fabulous buy. And I think for any of you wondering, compare this one. Look, this, you can't compare it. You can't compare it. I can tell you that for all of the whiskeys that I have in front of me, okay, this is the most popular. This would be the most popular whiskey out of all of them. I'm going to tell you exactly why. Okay, the Cowboy is a man whiskey. Okay, I can't see a lady drinking this Cowboy. There's no lady out there that's going to drink this and say, oh, damn, this is the best whiskey I've ever had in my life. Impossible. Okay, not going to happen. Most of the men are probably going to say that. The ladies are definitely not going to say that. Okay, now I'm going to show you another bottle. Okay, this one over here. This is most of the time you can find this is the barrel proof single barrels that you can find out there. High proof. This one's a 128. There's probably ones that are 130 something. But this one over here, 120 something. Most people out there are gonna say that's really, really good. Okay, really, 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 really good. They're gonna say. But this still outpowers this one and the Cowboy. Now, I'm going to also say, as a matter of fact, let me put this in a good spot over here. This is a good spot. Okay, I'm also going to say this is another one that's about $200. Okay, I get it. Some of you enjoy chocolate. You like the figs. You like something different. This is a beautiful pour. Very nice. Very exotic. Very different. Very, very nice whiskey, this one. Is it going to be better than this one? Personally, for a crowd, I think a crowd pleaser would be more of the Lady Bird. The Lady Bird would be a crowd pleaser, hands down, compared to the ones that I just showed you guys. I just showed you 3. Now there's one left. This last one, you know, I think it's one of the most popular ones that nobody talks about. I think this is the best port cast finished whiskey in the world. And it's made in Texas. Is it better than this? Is the Lady Bird better than this? I'll officially say yes. Okay, why am I saying yes? Because at the end of the day, you need a whiskey out there that catches everybody's eye. A woman, okay, a lady that's maybe over 60-something years old, a woman that's 30-something years old, 40-something, 50-something, you know, you want a whiskey that catches everybody's eye, that really makes them think, wow, if this is so good, I want to know anything. I want to know about all the whiskeys. Well, let me tell you this right now. This Lady Bird, ladies and gentlemen, this bottle over here, there's not a woman out there that won't like this. Okay, ladies and gentlemen too. Gentlemen. There's no man out there that's not. And if there's a man out there that dislikes this, you got a taste problem. That's just what it is. You got a taste problem. You might need to check yourself. You might need to go back to beer and never drink whiskey again. This is really fabulous. Really amazing. I just can't say much more about it because I already put ice. I put water. You can't ruin this whiskey. It is that good. It is really, really good. Oh my God. It's so good, man. I could drink literally. It is so good. I can drink a quarter of that. And it's very expensive. Hard to find. There's only 5,904 bottles in the world. As a matter of fact, I did put 5,000 bottles on the stream because Garrison Brothers, what they do is, now I'm going to show you a little bit of the Garrison Brothers website. Okay, the Garrison Brothers website, if you see it, a beautiful, look at that. Are you joking right now? How beautiful that is. That's just it's just top tier. There's a lot of reading there. I'm not going to read that. But over here, if you see what I'm seeing, it is just beautiful, man. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful bottle, 114 proof, cognac finish, and it's everything that you all probably are looking for. I tell you this right now. Nobody's paying me to say this. Nobody's promoting me to say this. I'm not a spokesman for the company at all. And I want you guys all to know that, you know, these things are hard to find. Hard to find. And let me take a sip out of this. Wow. Damn. That's a hell of a dram, let me tell you. A hell of a dram. You know what? I'm gonna probably buy 2 more bottles. I'm straight up saying it right now. I don't know who needs to hear this out here in the whiskey community or the fragrance community or the watch community. I think I'm gonna buy 2 more bottles because I can. By the way, shout out to the Miami Marlins. Shout out to the Miami Marlins. I have a lot of money on the Miami Marlins. And we'll see how that happens at the end of the year. But I can tell you guys, wow. I'm going to go through some messages over here. AM, hey, AM, I see you, man. Terry Smiles over here says, is Daisy cottage cheese for you, he says. I do have Rhino. He said something earlier. He says the only ones my local liquor store has is the Garrison Brothers Honeydew, the small batch bourbon, and both are about $90. Still looking. Now, Rhino, I can tell you, those prices are usually retail. I can tell you that the small batch is mainly for, I wouldn't tell many of you to go buying the small batch unless you have a lot of friends that you guys are going to go maybe golfing or something or doing something in the park. But the small batch isn't something for you guys to go buy unless you're doing cocktails and you want to taste a nice Texas whiskey. Get the small batch. Now the Honeydew, if you want something that's just honey for summertime, buy it. But I wouldn't tell you to buy the Honeydew for wintertime. I wouldn't tell you to buy the Honeydew for the fall. I wouldn't tell you to buy the Honeydew unless it's summertime. That's it. I wouldn't tell you to buy the Honeydew at all unless it's summertime. I know it's summertime right now. Really hot out here. It's fucking blazing out here. But I can tell you, man, this is just so good. I can tell you, with the ice, the finish is as long as it was before. But for some of you, I think some of you rather that. If you rather have, a shorter finish, add the ice. Now, I only dropped 2 pieces of cubes of ice on there. I still have the finish, but it's kind of dying off compared to before when I did have it neat. So if you're really into maybe lowering the finish, ice. Throw some ice. Forget about the water. I don't even know why anybody shouldn't add water to this Ladybird. It's just pointless. You either put ice or you do it neat. Straight up. Forget about the water. Forget about it. Just straight up do either one. That'll be usually the way to do it. AM, I think, said something earlier. We had a couple other people walk in here in the chat room. Remember, ladies and gentlemen, I want you guys to know that I don't think I promoted this stream enough. This is for anybody in the whiskey community that notice. Most of the times they're going to forward it. Look, I know for a fact that I forward my man over there, Mash and Drum, okay? Buddy of mine, Mash and Drum. He has a YouTube channel, whiskey YouTube channel, Mash and Drum. His name is Jason. I've told him before, I go, look, man, I forward your videos. I don't bother watching the whole thing. I forward it to the end, usually when you give the recap, because I don't have time to be watching the whole thing. But for you guys, this is your time to refresh, to stand back, to relax. Maybe if you're cooking right now, it's a good time for you to be watching somebody talk about whiskey and maybe something that you want to buy for Thanksgiving. You can buy it today and you can have it for Thanksgiving. This would be phenomenal to have for Thanksgiving. I think this is the best. You know what? I'm going to straight up say it. Every Thanksgiving, I usually have one bottle. Okay, it's called George C. Stagg. My George C. Stagg is the only bottle I have usually for Thanksgiving. When I finish drinking my drink of George C. Stagg in Thanksgiving, which is my favorite holiday in the whole year, after that, I go on maybe. I say, you know what? Fuck it. I have a Blankton's. Or I have something else. Usually, I start off with George C. Stagg, and I finish with Garrison Brothers. But I can tell you, from this point on, there's no way I'm not going to do the Ladybird. The Ladybird is going to be the whiskey I'm going to be drinking every Thanksgiving. It is that good. Oh, man. It is that good. You know what, ladies and gentlemen? We did hit the 1 hour and 30-something minute mark. I think we're at an hour and 22 minutes. I can tell you that there is another live stream going to be coming up later on after this stream. I want you guys all to tune in if you can. Now, for anybody that has the power to drop the link of DDLD, you're welcome to drop his link of his channel. I'll probably be watching. DDLD is one of the panelists on here. I have different type of panelists. A lot of buddies of mine that hop on here. They have their own channel. DDLD is part of the fragrance community. And if all of you don't know, I am part of 3 different communities. Part of the watch community, the whiskey community, as you all know, and the fragrance community. Now, all of these communities are basically my hobbies. I enjoy watches, I enjoy whiskeys, and I am the Whiskey Reaper. And, you know, I enjoy buying all the whiskeys for you guys. And then fragrances, I have about 100 and something fragrances. I have so many fragrances that I can probably open up an eBay shop and sell all of them and make a large amount of money. But I don't want to, because this is my hobby. It's what makes me who I am. When people notice me, they usually notice me by the way I look. When I walk into a room, and then it's after that, it's like, damn, this guy smells good. What the hell is this man? What the hell is this man wearing? Usually, it's a combination of cigars and my fragrance. And usually, if I'm going out, I'm not going out drinking. But either way, when I get back home, my drink is primarily whiskey. Whiskey is my thing. I enjoy whiskey, and I want you all to know whiskey is the thing. It's just you have to be into whiskey, really. It's a hobby. It's something just amazing. Tommy, I see you. He said, "What's up, Reaper? I see you, man." Also, Mr. McLump. Jesus, the pink hair, killing me with that pink hair band. God damn. I can tell you, look, man, I can tell you for each and every one of you watching, okay, this bottle over here, you gotta buy it. It's really, really good. Might be $200 and something, but buy this. This is a goddamn, it's extraordinary. It is so good. I think I've drank already just the top of the bottle already. It's probably gonna last me. This is probably gonna last me maybe, give or take, I think probably 8 months. 8 months. Okay. This is going to 100%. This bottle is going to last me 8 months. Now, for all of you wondering, I did open up this bottle. And for all of you that don't know what it is, here we go. This is exactly what it is. It is the Lady Bird. This is exactly the bottle that I just opened up for everybody out there. For all of you that just walked in, this is literally it. It's a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful bourbon whiskey. I'm going to sip on this a little bit more. Wow. You know what? Anybody here in South Florida, I'm going to straight up tell you. Okay, if you're in South Florida, there's only a couple locations that actually have the Lady Bird. One location that has is going to be Doral. If you're into buying beer, buying tequila, buying cognac, Hennessy. I see you, Hennessy drinkers. If you're into buying whiskey, scotch, any drinks, alcoholic products in Doral, you can get yourself this Garrison Brothers. And I'm telling you this because I know that there has to be a hidden box somewhere. You can get yourself this only for South Florida. Okay, now there's another location, I believe, Pembroke Pines. Pembroke Pines in South Florida also has, I believe, a couple of these bottles. They don't have too many of them, I believe. If I'm not mistaken, there's only 2 bottles. But in total, 5,900 bottles are made of this. And we're here to actually open one bottle. There's going to be another bottle I'm going to have in my safe. And then I'm going to probably buy, most likely, a backup after this very soon. Once they're gone, they're gone. You're not going to be able to get any of these again. So just know this. And I'm going to try my best to talk about this more often than never. Because most of the times I talk about other whiskeys like Buffalo Trace. For God's sakes. Everybody wants Buffalo Trace. I understand it's good, but at the end of the day, you can't be eating salad every day. You know what I mean? You can't be eating salad every day. For God's sakes, have a hamburger, have some steaks, have some pizza, have some good food. Forget about the sushi. Forget about the sushi. Maybe once a year, once every 3 months. I can tell you, okay, you got to get yourself one of these. Really, really good. But I can tell you, there's going to be another live stream after this. DDLD, go follow him if you can. He should be starting anytime now. And I want you guys to know that I don't have a link that hits. They go straight into his channel, but I will be watching him and I will be cooking. So let me see if he's actually going to be doing a stream very soon. I think he is. Yeah, very, very soon. That's good. That's good that he does a stream soon. He needs to do one. But anyways, I'm going to end the stream now. I hope you all enjoyed this beautiful stream. This is one of these streams that I didn't even think thoroughly. There's nothing I thought about. I just let it all out for all you guys to really hear me out, and hopefully, if anything, if this was shit, I would have told you guys. It would have been a huge rant over here, but that's not the case. Super glad that's not the case, and I hope all of you really, really enjoyed this stream. And you know what? I'm gonna leave it like that. Really, I need to leave it like that because I could say more. I could say more things about this. Over here, it's a good comment, man. Tommy over here, rape of Buffalo Trace everywhere up here in Boca. Everything else too. Tommy, I have a place over there in Boca, so I understand you. That's how I get some of my stuff. But look, man, straight up, I hope nobody forwards all the way to this point, because now everybody knows that I get my stuff over there in by Boca, for God's sakes. All the people are going to already know. Look, I'm going to lay this stream down. I hope you all really enjoyed the stream. And I want you all to know, I think Allie, shout outs to Allie and Edgar. You guys been sending super chats, and Allie Supermod, which she's very busy today. Allie sent a $400 super chat, and you know what? She's the Supermod of the month. Okay, thank you, Allie, for the $400 super chat. She's a super mod. She can do whatever she wants, and I'm gonna have to lay this stream down for the DDLD, because if anybody doesn't know out there, that is Allie's very special person. I'm gonna be watching him, and maybe I might tune in. Edgar, it's good to see you. Okay. Farm Kitty, it's good to see you. God damn, I love it. Look at that hair. Good to see you. AM, good to see you too. A couple other people out here too. Great to see Melissa and everybody else. And I'm going to lay this stream down. Ladies and gentlemen, get yourself one of these beautiful, beautiful Garrison brothers. I'll see you all in the next one. See you all later. See ya.